Hello and welcome to our video on one of the most controversial and charismatic personalities in the world of automobiles, Jeremy Clarkson. Clarkson is a British journalist, television presenter, and writer who has been entertaining audiences for over 3 decades with his wit, humor, and passion for cars. He is best known for co-hosting the popular TV show Top Gear and currently presents the Grand Tour on Amazon Prime. In this video, we'll take a closer look at his life, career, and his impact on the automotive industry. Career. Born in 160 in the city of Doncaster, England, Jeremy Charles Robert Clarkson is a great communicator of English radio and television. Having gone through a lot of bullying during his childhood, Jeremy's school grades were always underwhelming, but that didn't stop him from having a bright future. The young man began to dedicate himself to writing, becoming a columnist for local newspapers and car magazines in the 1980s. His performance as a car connoisseur soon opened doors for him to become a television host on one of the BBC channel's most popular programs, Top Gear. From then on, Jeremy never left the TV screens, acting in many other programs, such as his own talk show Clarkson the Grand Tour, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Clarkson's Farm, among many others. His strong positioning and opinionated, humorous presentation style both appeals to the crowds and draws a lot of criticism. And perhaps that is why Jeremy has become such a popular figure in the media. In parallel to this, the Englishman has released numerous books on different topics and interests. And having been doing relevant work for so many years, Clarkson has amassed huge wealth that can provide him a very comfortable life. Mansion. Jeremy Clarkson is a famous TV host who has plenty of money to invest in luxurious home. He grew up, for example, in a picturesque residence called Rowland Bridge House in South Yorkshire, England. Jeremy Clarkson lived on the site in the early 1970s with his mother, Shirley Clarkson. With this property dating back to the 17th century and containing original details preserved since its construction, the residence's main spaces include 6 luxurious bedrooms, some of which are suitable for children, while the suite has a separate staircase, as well as a modern living area and a lovely private bathroom. There's also a music room with a piano and some drums, a fairly formal dining setting, a cinema with a fireplace and a kitchen with modern appliances, and a marble island in the center, which includes a casual dining area. The property also has several bathrooms that have been restored by the last owners, a game room surrounded by glass windows, and a study area that also serves as an office. Outside, the house has patios alongside the garden, as well as being close to Milldam Pond. And according to press reports, the residence where Jeremy Clarkson grew up was listed in 2016 for the princely sum of £1,200,000. Another property the presenter owns is a lighthouse house on the Langas Peninsula on the Isle of Man. Built in 1880, the property includes a large lighthouse and a few cottages, and Jeremy Clarkson used the site as a country retreat. Thanks to the area's tranquil climate, which offers several natural beauties, it is believed he still owns the lighthouse, which, according to some sources, cost him £1,200,000. Jeremy Clarkson also owned a 7-acre farm-style property in Chipping Norton, Oxfordshire, which he shared with his ex-wife Frances Kane, and which was bought by the then couple for £2 million. Another property that Jeremy Clarkson owns is a stunning 1,000-acre farm located in Chipping Norton in the Cotswolds region of Oxfordshire. Known as Diddley Squad, the star's farm was featured on Amazon Prime Video's documentary show Clarkson's Farm, where you could follow the star on a day-to-day basis while he was learning how to care for this charming property. The site has areas for animal grazing where there is a well-cared-for flock of sheep, as well as large fields for agricultural practice and an area for beekeeping. There are also huge tractors that Jeremy Clarkson likes to drive on a daily basis, and nice land for growing wheat, barley, and other cereals. In addition to all this, there is a lake, a rustic-style bar, outdoor dining areas, a lot of cattle, and a restaurant with 60 seats. The site also has flower-filled fields that bring a sense of peace, where Jeremy Clarkson likes to gather with friends and family outdoors to enjoy the lush landscapes. Not to mention there's also a large barn in which the presenter keeps all kinds of objects used daily on the farm in a Diddley Squad Farm shop, a store selling produce grown on the farm, and in Chipping Norton. Jeremy Clarkson's property also encompasses the land where Colonel Hill Farmhouse stood, a large historic residence that was built in the early 1900s. Once the entertainer bought the place, many thought he would restore the house, but Jeremy Clarkson chose to tear it down in 2018, as shown on the Grand Tour, when the house was completely destroyed in an explosion. Clarkson spent the next few years building a new mansion on the site, which has over 12,100 floor space containing large windows in almost every room, from which you can enjoy the open views that provide much tranquility. While the mansion was being built, Clarkson spent some time living in a cozy barn house on the same estate where his home office is located. With the place having rustic stone walls, sophisticated glass doors, and a garden area outside, there is disagreement among some sources about the size and at what time the TV host had bought the property, even though he has previously stated that the place is 1,000 acres and that he purchased it in 2008 for an estimated $5,500,000. And apart from these villas, Jeremy Clarkson is also known to own a penthouse at Parkland Court, a luxury building located north of the City of London. Cars. Of course, the most famous motorsport presenter on British TV also has an extremely diverse and valuable fleet of his own vehicles. It is speculated that the following cars have already passed through Jeremy Clarkson's garage: a $6,000 Jaguar XJR, a $10,000 Volkswagen Sirocco, a £6,995 million RC DSB and ZCL, $618,000 Ford Cortina, $20,000 Lincoln Continental Mark V, a $30,000 Volkswagen Golf GGI, a $35,000 Jeep Wrangler, a $50,000 Lamborghini R8270 DCR tractor, a $50,000 Lotus Elise 111S, a $50,000 Mini Austin Cooper, a $55,000 Alfa Romeo Alpha GT V6, a $60,000 BMW Z1, a $60,000 Volvo XC90, a $85,000 Toyota Land Cruiser, a $100,000 Ford Escort RS Cosworth, a £100,000 Mercedes-Benz SLK 55 AMG, a $130,000 Mercedes CLK 63 AMG Black, a $137,000 million RC DSB NZSL 55 AMG, a $150,000 Range Rover Autobiography V8, a $150,000 million RC DSB NZ600 W100, a $150,000 Ferrari F355. Net worth. Jeremy Clarkson is a very wealthy man who has built his giant empire thanks mainly to his unique work in British television. The program that was most important for his media debut and contributed the most to his great fame is Top Gear on the BBC channel. Keeping in mind the high ratings of the motorsport show under his command, he has held this position for an impressive 23 years in total. And of course, Jeremy was well paid for it. Jeremy Clarkson has undoubtedly left a significant mark on the world of automobiles. From his controversial opinions to his witty comments and his love for fast cars, he has entertained audiences around the world for years. Whether you love him or hate him, there is no denying that he has made a significant impact on the automotive industry, and we can't wait to see what he does next. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned a thing or two about the man behind the fame. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our Celebrity Buzzer channel for more exciting content.